Hello and welcome, my friends. Welcome to a surprise unboxing. Can I tell you how much I love it when you go to the mailbox and you find a woohoo Christmas surprise? I was not expecting this. I had no idea that they had sent it to me. I supported this Kickstarter late last year, early this year, I can't remember. Time is really funny. It all blurs. It all blurs. However, I was so excited to see this come in. And it did have a really ugly, very dirty bag. So I took it out of the bag. The box did get a little bit of crunching, munching. However, I think everything is safely housed inside. I love the fact that we have a fun box opposed to just a very, mundane, hi, this is a cardboard box. Very fun. Had some fun stickers that tape that I had broke because playing with a knife on camera is never fun. I will end up hurting myself. So this way I can unbox it. And let's get to this unboxing. Ooh. Of course, I love it. Thank you for making this project come to life. Like I said, it was a Kickstarter. And that's the piece. Ooh, more stickers. Fun stickers. This is, of course, the Dark Reflections Tarot. And more people keep asking me about that shadow self, working in these darker aspects of self. So I thought I would get a fun tarot deck. And I got this fun little box. That's going to be the box that the deck goes in a minute. Oh, how pretty. Yin yang symbol, that darkness, that light. Fun little peanut stuff that we don't want. And as you can see, it's very much going to be subtle, and I love that. I am going to have to get into the box somehow here. Now, normally it was kind of a Kickstarter benefit to get the tin box. This type of box is really nice. It's a flip box. It's a magnetic flip box, which is really nice. It's better than the little cardboard boxes that you get with the little tab on it. So this is a really nice box to keep your tarot in. And it says, you cannot become the best version of yourself until you love the worst version. Because after you give love to your darkness, the light comes. And that is the path to healing. And which is true, right? You may not love every aspect of self. However, you don't necessarily have to keep it as it is. I'm really torn. Will this box fit in this? No. I don't know if I will use this for the tarot. I really like this box. We'll see. Because it's classy. I like the dark. The black on the dark. Okay, so then you get your little, of course, guidebook. With all the pictures of the tarot. I don't usually use my guidebook. It kind of sits at the bottom of the box. I won't lie. Because I don't need that. And is it nice to have? Yes, especially if there's going to be reference to something that is atypical of tarot. So if you have, like I use it a lot with my literary tarot. I don't know how much I would use it in a tarot like this. Okay. The deck is free. Let's zoom in on the deck. So this is going to be a darker feel tarot because we are looking at that dark aspect of self. I don't know if it's a wolf or a bear or a wolf bear. Might look at turning off that overhead light to see if that, yep, that makes it a bit better. So we have the Fool here. 0 card in the Major Arcana. The Magician. I like how they kept the table here. Now the feel of the cards, they're very nice. It's very, we still have a bit of a whip. You need that whip, if you will. I do need a little bit of light. Let's just move it away from the deck itself. You do need the whip. And of course it's got that beautiful kind of glass shatter effect. You need this malleability to shuffle your deck. If it's too hard, it's a real bear to shuffle. So the Magician, the High Priestess. I love the pomegranate. It looks like blood, but it's pomegranate juice. And they, of course, have the Scroll of Torah. The Emperor. Or sorry, the Empress. I got confused with the chair. The Empress. I was going to say, that's very feminine. There's the Emperor. The Hierophant. Okay, I really enjoy that Hierophant. I like the fact that we've got that, like, it's got the hat, it's got everything, and it's also got this piece, like her eye and third eye blind, or there, not sure the gender, because spirituality and religion shouldn't have that. Oh, what's a good, very PC word here? Judgment, I guess. The Lovers. Very different sign to Raphael. The Chariot. I love that. You can literally see, wasn't me, didn't do it. Don't know why we're off course. I don't know why the Chariot is like on one wheel. Didn't do it. Strength. The Hermit. What a fantastic wheel. Got Anubis holding it up. How wonderful. Justice. She too has her eyes blind. It looks like she's trying to peek. The Hanged Man. I do like the fact that they did leave that homage to the Tree of Life. That's what who the Hanged Man should have been, or that was who the originally one was hanging from, was the Tree of Life. Death. Of course, we have that rose, that white rose in his flag. I do like how they've taken a lot of the same symbolism, but kind of flipped it on its head a little bit. Temperance. Although the piece with Temperance is it's not coming from the upper cup, it's coming from the lower cup up. Doesn't look like that in this picture though. The Devil. Oh my gosh, look at the tower. She's almost like, we've got a swan diver here and this one's just like owning it. She's like, here I go, falling down. Now, interestingly, when I looked at this originally, it looked like Scar, but it's the star. However, with this deck, I think the Scar is also very predominant. May have now many decks have like deck specific cards. Scar would have been an interesting one. Moon. Oh, poor puppy. The Sun. I love it. It's on an eclipse. Even with eclipse, right? Like that sun is still there. Judgment, Gabriel and her horn. Oh my gosh, look at the world. How amazing. I love it. I love this kind of cheeky tongue-cheek shift that they've done to the original cards. It's so amazing. Here we have the Ace of Wands. How I love this wand. I love the green tip. The 2, making decisions. The 3, time to get going. Gotta go, gotta go. I would have liked to see this same character. Pamela Coleman Smith had the same character in both the 2 and 3. They were just in different garb. I guess the lore could be it is the same person, just in different garb, if you will. The 4. However, that definitely could be him again. The 5. 6. Usually there's a fanfare on the 6. The 7. Now these guys are in Judgment. Their robes, like their hoods are down, but it looks like the same robe. The 8. And we're starting to see, I like the lightning and the fire here. The 9. Of course, that overburdened 10. I'd be interested, and I probably will read the book once, on how these cards interact in general with that shadow self. The Page. Usually female or a child. Here we have more of a female figure. The Knight. Look at that horse. I love the flames. I love how they brought in the flames and the pyramid. The Queen. They missed an opportunity with the way she's sitting. It's would have been, I think, really amazing to see her really own that, just like they do in the original deck. Love the wands here. The King of Wands. Amazing. The Cups. Okay, so we can already see that, like, there's a difference in background. So we've got the red and the blue, which really makes sense because, well, we've got the wands fire, cups water. And it's interesting how the water, or the cup, is upside down here. The 2 of Cups. Still have the Caduceus and the weird lion flying head thing. Don't know if there's a word for that other than lion flying head thing. The 3 of Cups. One's digging a ditch. Not sure what happened on that party, but woo, gotta dig a ditch. The 4. Of course, we've got the 3 cups here that they're hoarding. I like that. That's very powerful imagery. And then we have the Ace of Cups in the right up, like the upright position here. The 5. It's got the 3, and I like how they're chipped and broken, showing they're not working. And he's holding the 2 of Cups. And we have the bridge that's in the original card. The 6, that's that reminiscing card. They still have the flowers in the cups. The 7. I like how the little dragon's like, and hot. The 8 of Cups. Again, we've got that blindfold on. Interesting. The 9 of Cups. Now, the 9 of Cups is usually an abundance card. That's interesting. So definitely going to have to read this book. The Ten of Cups. You know, they could have left the children dancing, because any parent knows that your child very rarely dance together. They will have a tendency to punch each other opposed to dance with each other. So, yeah, interesting on the 10. The Page of Cups. Fish is down here. Childhood's down there too. Interesting. The Knight. Fascinating that the cup is down there and in his way. The Queen. She has not got 1 foot on the land and 1 foot in the water. She is the second most intuitive card in the deck. She does have, they maintain the very ornate style cup. She's kind of got a little lid on it. So that creativity is still there. And then, of course, the King. Swords. The crown is falling. And the sword is broken. Again, guys, this is for the shadow stuff. This is not stuff... And decks need to be very specific sometimes. You would not use this for, say, a romance reading, per se. You could, but the imagery would not follow through. The Two of Swords. Again, we've got that blindfold, and that is in the original. Very clear, if you will. Three of Swords. The Four of Swords is a rest and rejuvenation card, and I kind of like the fact that we're looking at going into the darkness here. The Five of Swords. Yeah, that fight. Again, we have the red-robed women or people. They seem to be pretty predominant. And that red robe is very, like, it's in the dancer, it's in the here, like that red is very clear. The Seven, again, we've got that person in a red robe type idea. The Eight. 9. And I am so glad that you're seeing, like, it doesn't, I know there's a lot of, like, blood and stuff like that in some of them. This one does not have any blood. Some like to add the blood for, like, pageantry's sake, but that's not what the Ten of Swords is about. It never's been. I actually really enjoy this Page of Swords. The Knight of Swords. See, there is some, like, blood pageantry in it. But, yeah. The Queen. And then, of course, we have the Vulcan himself, Mr. Spock, the King. Last, but not, well, least but not last, I guess. No, it is last. Last but not least. That's it. There we go. Got the saying right. The Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. Oh my god, I love it. Finally, someone has dropped it. We do have the infinity symbol here, but let's be honest. That juggle is not easy. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, that disconnect between people, between spirit can be a challenge. The Four. I do like how the chakras are open and clear here. 5. Yep. It does looks like they found the door. In the original 5, they're searching for a door that doesn't exist. In this deck, it looks like they found it. The 6. The 7, that hard-working card. 8. They're kind of faceless here. Oh, they're turning away. That's their ear. I'm like, why do they not have a face? Oh, and it's broken. Talking about not paying attention. The 9, which is another abundance card. 10, that family card. Now, this talking here and how she's upset, if you ever look into the lore of the 10, you see the couple not looking at each other. They're kind of passing ships in the wind. Yep. The Page of Pentacles. Very cool. Thank you for not having this one in motion. So many cards or decks put this card in motion. This knight was never meant to move forward. He is meant to be solid and planted. The Queen. Not sure how I feel about the rabbit being snared there, but I do like her throne. It's made of wood. Like you can see the natural gnarling of the wood. Of course, we have the King of Pentacles. Midas touch himself. Ooh, we're not the last but not least. Bonus cards, bonus cards. I love deck specific cards. It really makes the deck stand out. So, we have light and shadow. I love it. I am in love with this deck. I can't wait to start to use it. The cards are fantastic. I love the very different kind of tongue-in-cheek play that it has on many of the cards. I know that if you were to go into, and I of course will link either the Kickstarter or their website on how you can get this deck. They also had journals to read, doing some reflection in it. There was a whole bunch of different things that you could get to work on some of this piece. As a warning, because you are working with your shadow self, especially with this deck, please bear in mind the shadow self can also bear some mental health pieces. So please do not dive into this alone. Talk to people as you're doing it, because it is so vital that we have support with our mental health, because it is a slippery slope. We don't want to get overwhelmed. We don't want to slide backwards. We want to go forwards. So please use your words. Make sure that people know what you're doing, whether that be friends and family or professionals, that you are diving into these darker areas of self. That said, don't be surprised if you don't see more shadow work on my channels. In my Ko-fi pages, where I have a shop where I do sell different workbooks, different supports and tools. So don't be surprised if we're not looking at something to work in the shadow realm and area. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this unboxing and that you're as excited as I am to start to work on, well, that shadow side and work with this deck. If you like this session, please remember to give it a thumbs up, as it does help people find me on the sea of YouTube. But more importantly for you, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little red bell. There is so much more coming forward that you don't want to miss any of it. And if you're looking for an added layer of support, like those workbooks I mentioned, I do have a Ko-fi and Patreon page. I provided links below, so you can go check it out for yourselves. Again, I want to thank you so very much for joining me today, and I hope that you enjoyed this exploration into this fantastic and most beautiful deck. Until tomorrow, my friends.